We're excited about going to Indiana. I've been in Iowa for 8 years, and we've loved our time in Iowa. Every year, as resident bishop, I've moved pastors, and I recognize that as an itinerant bishop, that at some point I would be assigned to a new annual conference. So we're looking forward to the transition to Indiana, and the few weeks we have left with Iowa, we'll cherish those times of saying goodbye to people we've had a chance to be in ministry with for 8 years. Well, I came in 2008, right after the major natural disaster with the flooding and then tornadoes that followed in Iowa. And so it was actually in the midst of tragedy and the tragedy of all the devastation in Iowa that I had a chance to really see United Methodists at work in the recovery process. But the preaching and the baptizing of children and the visiting with laity and clergy over the course of that time, we've come to love that time in Iowa, and I think I've grown as a bishop. Iowa received me as a newly elected bishop, as you will be receiving a newly elected bishop, and it was a great 8 years of growth, spiritual growth, and leadership growth for me. That was a fun thing, traveling around the churches and doing the pancake breakfasts and preaching and flipping pancakes and following those who were had fun activities for Imagine No Malaria. And the fact that we continue to raise money even now with the publication of my book, that really all the funds went towards Imagine No Malaria. That was great. But the big piece of that was seeing the laity and clergy who got energized in mission. And I'm going to another conference that's very much like Iowa, very much committed to missions. Well, my mission statement, which is I've had for many years before being a bishop, is to encourage all people with the love of Jesus Christ to rise to their highest potential. And the shorthand version of that most people are familiar with is be encouraged. So I was able to do that here in Iowa, and also to be encouraged by many local congregations and the pastors and laity I had a chance to work with. So I'm encouraged even as I make this transition and as I've attempted to help others make transition in local churches. Blessings upon you, and on behalf of First Lady Ray Selder, myself, our whole family, we want to say blessings to the Iowa Annual Conference, and you'll do a great job, as you have historically done, in welcoming a new bishop and supporting her. God bless you.